Today, we gather to talk about something that each and every one of us can relate to, mistakes. But today, we're not just going to discuss mistakes as failures or setbacks. No, we are going to explore the concept of mistake versus nothing, the idea that the choice to make a mistake is far more powerful and productive than choosing to do nothing at all. How often do we stand at the crossroads of a decision, hesitate, and think, what if I fail? What if I make the wrong choice? The fear of making a mistake can sometimes be paralyzing. But I am here to remind you today, making a mistake is far better than making no choice at all. Let's start by recognizing one of the most common beliefs that hold us back, the fear of failure. We are all raised with the idea that mistakes are something to avoid. That we should aim for perfection and get things right the first time. We are taught that success comes from following the right path and making no wrong moves. But here's the harsh truth, that path doesn't exist. Life is unpredictable, and perfection is an illusion. The truth is that mistakes are not the end of the world, in fact, they are the building blocks of success. It is through our mistakes that we learn, grow, and truly understand who we are and what we're capable of. Now, think about the moments in your life where you've learned the most. Were they not the times when you failed, when you tried something and it didn't work out the way you expected? But here's the beautiful part, those moments became stepping stones for something better. They taught you invaluable lessons that you couldn't have learned otherwise. Mistakes pushed you toward growth and gave you insights you couldn't have gained any other way. And yet, we often hold back, afraid of making a mistake, paralyzed by the fear of failure. What would happen if we looked at mistakes differently? Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, we can view them as opportunities for learning. Each time you make a mistake, you gain knowledge and experience that someone who does nothing can never acquire. You gain the wisdom that only comes from trying, from stepping out of your comfort zone, and from taking risks. Take a moment to reflect on your life's most significant achievements. I bet you can trace them back to a mistake, a failure, or a moment of adversity that forced you to grow, to adapt, and to become a better version of yourself. Think about the entrepreneur who started a business and failed, but learned enough to launch a successful second venture. Think about the athlete who lost the first game but became stronger, more focused, and more determined for the next. Think about the artist who spent years perfecting their craft, making countless mistakes along the way, only to eventually create their masterpiece. The key to their success was not avoiding mistakes, it was embracing them, learning from them, and continuing the journey with newfound wisdom. And then, consider the alternative, doing nothing. The person who stands still, the one who doesn't take any chances, the one who never takes a step forward because they fear they'll make a mistake. What happens to them? They remain stuck, stagnant, and in a state of perpetual, what if? They live their lives in the shadow of potential, never tapping into the true abilities. They never find out what they are truly capable of because they never dared to try. You see, doing nothing is a choice too, and it's a choice that often leads to regret. Regret is not born from making mistakes, it's born from not trying at all. From sitting on the sidelines, from letting fear dictate your actions, from allowing inaction to rule your life. Regret comes when you look back and wish you had done something, anything, to move forward. To chase your dreams, to take a risk, to make a mistake and learn from it. There is a saying that goes, the only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. I want you to reflect on this for a moment. It's not the mistakes themselves that are the problem, it's the failure to extract wisdom from them. Every mistake, no matter how small or large, carries a lesson. And the power lies not in the mistake itself, but in how we choose to respond to it. Every time you fall, you can choose to rise. Every time you stumble, you can decide to keep walking. And each time you make a mistake, you have the chance to get better. The secret to success is not in avoiding mistakes, it's in learning how to bounce back stronger from them. Imagine you're on a journey. You set out with high hopes, a clear vision, and a determination to succeed. But along the way, you encounter obstacles. You make mistakes. Maybe you miscalculate a decision, or perhaps you take a wrong turn. Does that mean your journey is over? No, it means that you've gained a new perspective, a new piece of knowledge that will help you navigate the road ahead. The journey becomes richer because of those missteps, and your resilience grows stronger. The real question you should ask yourself is not, what if I make a mistake? The real question is, what if I do nothing? Doing nothing guarantees that you'll stay exactly where you are. It ensures that you'll never progress, never grow, and never experience the full potential of what life has to offer. On the other hand, even if you make a mistake, you're moving forward. You're taking action, and you're in the game. And as long as you're in the game, you have a chance at success. Think of your mistakes as the groundwork for your future success. Each mistake is like a brick in the foundation of your success. The more bricks you lay, the stronger your foundation becomes. But if you're not willing to lay those bricks, if you're afraid to make mistakes, you'll never build anything at all. Let's also talk about the concept of fear. Fear of failure is often rooted in the belief that making a mistake somehow diminishes our worth. We fear that a mistake will make us look incompetent, unworthy, or incapable. But this couldn't be further from the truth. A mistake does not define you. It does not diminish your potential. It simply shows that you are trying, that you are willing to take risks, and that you are open to growth. Remember that the people you admire, the ones who inspire you, are not perfect. They've made mistakes. They've failed. They've fallen down countless times. But what sets them apart is that they didn't stop. They didn't let their mistakes define them. They let their mistakes propel them forward. In conclusion, the choice is yours. You can either live in the safety of doing nothing, avoiding mistakes at all costs, and staying stuck in fear. Or, you can embrace mistakes, knowing that they're a natural part of growth, learning, and success. The truth is, we all make mistakes. It's inevitable. But what truly matters is how we respond to those mistakes. We have two choices. We can let our mistakes hold us back, or we can use them to propel ourselves forward. The next time you stand at the crossroads of action, remember this: a mistake will teach you more than doing nothing ever will. So take the leap, take the risk, embrace the journey, because in the end, it's not the mistakes that matter, it's what we do with them that defines our success.